Ironhide, old buddy. This is it. Living on the east side, we finally got a piece of the pie.
Hello everyone, Dan 14th Prime here. Today I want to share a quick video with you guys on the Extreme Sets Display Pack 002. You get a peek of it through here. It's a Transformers themed Autobot base, diorama, and background. So let's pop this thing out of the box and check it out. Okay, so let me just tick through each of these so you can see what they look like. You get basically 4 background displays and 4 floors, and all the floors are identical. Cardboard, as you can see, a little warped. It's not perfectly flat. As I put it down on the table, you can see it's kind of bowing a bit. So it needs to be flattened out, but that should be possible. I'm just surprised it's warped out of the box because it's just pressed in there flat. But definitely recognizable Autobot base here from the G1 cartoon. Again, this one doesn't have any 3D pop-outs or anything like that. They do some more fancy type displays. This one here seems to work well for like a Ikea Detolf display. We'll get it in there so you can check out what that looks like. Or just freestanding display if you want some background. But the background's about 15 inches by 15 inches, roughly. And of course, about 15 inches wide, and it's about 12 inches deep. So again, 4 of these setups for about $40. I'll put some links down in the description below. Okay, so again, let's just tick through these. That first one is obviously the main console display. Here you have basically an accent panel with some screens on it, kind of some rock formations coming off the top. You've got to look at the third one. Again, little screen displays. It's got like some maps of the world there, kind of a schematic over here with a red dot, some schematic of a building up there in the corner of an aerial view, it says. And then last but not least, you get this big window here with some rock formations coming off the top. Okay, and here I've just got all 4 side by sides. You can see what they look like together, all stretched out. I will say from afar it looks okay, but if you look at the bottom panels, they all kind of are warped. Nothing snaps together at all. The bottom panels don't lock anywhere. The bottom panels don't lock to the back panel, so it literally is just 8 pieces of cardboard that you can set next to each other. And the back panels don't even stand up on their own, so I've got them propped up from behind as well. So I think this is really almost exclusively only for like a Detolf display where this would work well for you. Or if you literally just like have a shelf and you're going to kind of just tape these things to the wall and stick them there so they're permanently affixed. Okay, so here I've just put some figures in the environment so you can get a sense for scale. Excuse their posing, I just grabbed them off the shelf and plopped them down. But you can see a few Masterpiece figures there, MP10. Got Ratchet and Ironhide Masterpiece as well. Hot Rod over there, so a few scales of MP. And you can see the background's plenty tall, right? It's, again, almost 15 inches tall. I think you have plenty of headroom. You can see their Legends class. Still works, even a Sea Spray is at least as tall as the terminal there. Deluxe class Prime over there by the window. Again, I think it works with any of these scales. Definitely gives you enough background and headroom. I will say when you try to lay them all out, the bottoms just get even worse. It kind of rock like a teeter-totter. You can see how this side of the Prime is way up because they're all bowed. So if I got Prime on that left side, it's making the other side just teeter-totter up. So you can't really put figures between the cracks, without probably pressing out all those floors nice and flat. So here you can see it in action in a Detolf. Again, it's a nice fit. The challenge will remain that because the back is freestanding, you need to either probably sticky tack it or something like that to the back of the frame. I've currently got it propped up right now, but it was kept falling down, so I don't know how long that would stay. But it's a really nice fit in there. Gives a little bit of extra context to the Detolf display if you like that. 4 in a box, you could do a whole display, each shelf. And then here I'll just pull the figures out so you can take a look. Get nice and flush in there. Every kind of inch filled up pretty well. And a really good fit. Probably its intended and best use here in the Detolf. I'll just run through each of these quickly one last time with the figures in place. MP Hot Rod there, looking forward to checking out his Target Master in a couple months. Again here, even good height with some big bots. And again, here's that fourth piece. And again, overall, I think the color is really good. It's a nice dark orange. It's got shading on it. All the details really bold, bright, well detailed. The colors, the accents, the screens. So the print looks good. But ultimately, you're buying 8 pieces of cardboard for $40. And I think what they're really missing is some locking mechanisms, at least. And frankly, should probably be printed on something like a plastic or something like that that's going to be more reliably flat, sturdier, more durable over time, and would probably more easily enable, connection points in cardboard. So for all those things it's missing at $40, I mean, it's a lot of money for, I think, what you get, especially considering the lack of features to help you use the display. Again, in a Detolf, I think it'll work for you. That's kind of the proper and maybe only place for it. If you're thinking freestanding display, photo background, it might give you some other challenges because it's not exactly seamless the way they all come together. So for me, I'm probably going to find a way to jerry-rig these things together a bit, make them more reliable, and maybe make a nice cohesive background, use them in the reviews. All right, guys, thanks for checking in on Extreme Sets Display Pack 002, the Autobot Base G1. See you next time.